Hello, 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 everybody! Today we are going to call it a day, alright? Oh, cool, it's already raining. That's nice. That's convenient. And today my big accomplishment of the day was automating Darksteel production in our Minecraft game. I told you I did that, right, Azura?
Yes.
It was... oh my gosh. Okay, you know, I took a screenshot of it. I'm going to send you that screenshot, because why... like, why not, right? That... I could throw it on to the OBS for the runes as well. It's a bunch of machines.
I can see that.
So, I basically just worked backwards for it. In order to make Darksteel, you need the enriched... In order to make Darksteel ingots, you need, like, enriched Darksteel. Was it reinforced obsidian? No. The obsidian stuff. And you need steel. So it's a great big series of machines that take iron, blaze rods, osmium ore, iron ingots, right? Yeah, no. Iron ingots, blaze rods, osmium ore, oil sand. Was it? Yeah, diamond ore and coal ore. And turn them into dark steel ingots. And the image that I just sent to Azura has about, what, 15 machines, something around there? And you can kind of see, like, the line of power going around behind them and all of the transfer pipes moving items around here, there, and all over the place.
I'm 15. Claire, I see at least 22. And there might be more hidden because of the lighting.
There are no machines behind the machines. It's like a 2D wall of
Because
machines.
of the lighting. As in blending in with the seared stone.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. 21 machines and like 3 trash cans. Yeah. Plus 2 ender chests, not vanilla ender chests, modded ender chests. So, getting the resources was a journey by itself. Our mob farm, I've already configured to make iron golems and kill them, so that's free and easy iron. Already.
Okay.
Actually, I have Minecraft open. I should be going over it there. So that's the iron, and it also has blazes there as well, so that's iron ingots and blaze rods. Handled. Nice, good, easy job done. Well, I also need, say, diamond ore and coal ore. Well, fortunately, basically just around the corner was a place where I could have, where I could set up an excavator to get both diamond ore and coal ore and just pipe it over. Easy, easy. The oil sands and the osmium, though. I put a little tricky. I built I set up 2 excavators for those. Right next to the mob farm, because right next to the mob farm there's an osmium vein and an oil sands vein. So I'm using one ender chest for the iron ingots, the blaze rods, the osmium, and the oil sands.
Morning.
And next time the two of us are both on the Minecraft together, I can just show you which ones to go into, just pull whatever out of that you might want. But it's currently automatically set to just put dark steel ingots into storage. I also built new solar panels. I know what about. I also set up new solar panels for the two new excavators. Basically just set them on the grass outside with a long pipe just to pipe into our storage.
Yes, yes.
As one does. With
I will
power.
refrain from making the obvious comment.
Good.
You don't even know what the obvious comment is, do you?
It's obvious. What are you doing in my house? Sherman, why are you in my house?
So full.
Cinnamon's in your house? Of course he is.
No, Sherman, this random eating guy.
Is he the guy who says things, like, backwards?
Yes.
Okay.
Good morning.
Yeah, I actually had to take, like, notes for all the different machines I had to make and how to configure them so they could all, like, work together and they wouldn't be, you know, trying to take items from each other. Or it's like, okay, well, this machine does the thing that I need that no other machine can do, but it also produces this stuff, so how do I get rid of this stuff? How can I pipe that into storage? Well, I can just use trash cans with the filter on them. So yeah, we're losing out on a bit of sulfur and a bit of the creosote oil. But we have, I think, 17,000 sulfur in storage already. And we don't really need so much creosote oil. So we're good on both of those.
Good morning. Huh?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Alright, where is she? There she is.
My. Good evening.
You.
Morning. Hey. Morning.
No. Cake makes you sleepy,
Good
apparently.
morning.
Do, 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 do. See, that's basically what I've been doing with my day. Send that up in the Minecrafts. So, hopefully we won't have to keep worrying about having to make more dark steel over and over. As long as we don't have to use too much at once, hopefully we're just, you know, fine.
Good.
Ouch.
Yeah, mod packs like these really want you to not just be able to make the things, but to automate the creation of all these things too. So we should probably look at automating some of the other stuff that we need.
Sure. Unfortunately, the thing that comes to mind of things to automate requires chorus fruits.
Yeah, it's really hard to automate horse plants because they grow all weird. Someone's probably found some way of doing it, so. I mean, my thoughts of things to automate is all of that empowered stuff. If we could automate, like, Elevatum, that'd be pretty cool.
That would be nice, yes.
So how do I get a prop? Who's down here? Bronk. But yeah, still can't quite get over just how much fun Indivisible was. A game that I've been looking at buying for years and never apparently actually got until just recently. I think I've had on my Switch's like wish list for years now. And just never actually pulled the trigger and bought it. And it's like, how many other games are like that? Like, just actually really nice and good games that I just haven't bothered to get. And quite a few of these really nice games, again, I'm only playing because I have to play them for the channel. If it wasn't for the channel, would not have played Indivisible, like, at all. I'm sure practically all of the games I've played over the past 3.5-ish years, I would not have played if it wasn't for, well, I have to play it for the channel. So sure, the content might be poor and the quality might be bad. But I'm not doing this for the audience. I'm doing it so I can find new cool games to play. New and old cool games to play. And to potentially also beat those games too. Can I just... Thanks. Love Crystal! If I was actually allowing myself to upgrade my watering can, this Love Crystal would be amazing. Health absorption. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Cinnamon, stop! Alright.
Hi, hi.
Hello.
Just a little job.
Alright, well anyway. How much is this? Not very much. Alps fire damage. Maybe I should have kept it. Hello, Cinnamon. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do next when it comes to the actual, like, plot of the game. Because it says, like, go to the ice area and try to finish it off, but I can only go so far in there. What do you think, Cinnamon? Should I just continue doing town's quests?
Now,
I tried to do a bit of VR earlier, just for the, you know, fun of it all. Apparently, one of my controllers was, like, just flat dead, period. Like, it didn't charge at all last night. That was an annoyance. Ba, 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 da, ba. Ba, da. It feels so nice to be ahead when it comes to, like, the recordings and have everything all settled and done. Like, yeah, let's record, I don't know, a whole bunch of... So just go and record a whole bunch of Indivisible or Ars Libre. Still not quite done with that game yet. Still gotta record more at some point. But then every once in a while, something just slips through the cracks and you go, oh, I have to record 2 whole games in a day. Because I thought we were still ahead on the Sims, but apparently not.
well, no, because we had an episode. Well, that's the problem. Is that you probably forgot to split up the episode into multiple episodes.
Well, no, the thing is, I remember that we had recorded 2 episodes, but that was 2 weeks ago.
Yes. And both of those episodes could have been split up into like 3 episodes each, but you didn't.
No, one of them was only like an hour long.
Okay, fair.
But the other one was probably somewhere like between an hour and a half and 2 hours. So, like, technically
No,
it could, but maybe not-ish.
There
But one of them
definitely
was like 56 minutes.
One of them was a 3-hour episode.
Eh.
Unfortunately, it was after that things got messed up.
Oh,
Because
no,
of-
that was like weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks ago. I'm talking about the ones we did after that. The
You
Baba
won't know
is
what
back.
episode since then.
We did 2. We did Baba is Back and Our Little Bear. Which was, yeah, a 55-minute and 46-second episode. Very close to my 56-minute guess. And an hour 43. Which could have been 2 episodes, but Sims is more of a long play series. For the most part. The Baba is Born, that was like 3.5 hours that I decided not to split up, mostly because all that progress got deleted.
Yeah.
Huzzah! God, I'm really glad that I have, like, the extra RAM for my computer, so I can just spare an extra, like, 14 gigabytes on Minecraft, while also doing other stuff. What?
What?
What? That's what I'm asking you. You said, eh. Like, what
Yes.
are you confused
I'm
about?
responding to what you're saying.
I'm glad that I have so much RAM in my computer so I can have like 14 gigabytes on Minecraft and then also go and do other stuff.
Yeah. I'm saying
Okay.
that because I'm grumpy, because, yeah, I have sometimes struggled to only run Minecraft on my computer.
How much RAM do you have? 16 gigabytes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 32 gigs.
Yeah. That's why I'm grumpy. I'm jealous.
Oh, I thought you were like, what? RAM? How could you get RAM? Like, I thought you were curious about the concept of adding extra RAM. So I was very
No.
confused.
No. God. You're
Yeah, I
crazy.
used Newegg.com, not a sponsor. And I just, like, they had RAM on sale, so I bought extra RAM. Like, quite a while back.
Yeah.
The RAM lights up. The graphics card lights up and the RAM lights up, and it kind of, like, reflects a little on my glass case. That's, like, the only RGB I have in my computer. Yeah, I'm one of those bozos who actually got, like, an anime graphics card. But in my defense, that was the cheapest version of that graphics card I could find. I forget what kind it was. 30, 60, 70, 80, 90, 30 something. And it was like a solid $100 less than any of the other graphics cards of that numbering.
Ouch!
And also anime. Got it, and it works fine.
Ouch!
Right. Yeah, graphics cards got stupid expensive for a while because of all those scalpers. And graphics cards aren't exactly cheap to begin with. But a $500 card going for $2 is a bit much. I remember when I tried to, like, make a computer just to sell it. It's my, like, a nice, cute little pink computer. I figured sell it for basically cost of parts, throw in an extra, like, 10% on the top that I could be, like, haggled down from. And the responses I got were strange. I guess to be expected. One person messaged me asking if they could just buy the graphics card and not the rest of the computer. I told them no, because the computer doesn't have integrated graphics, and another person said, oh yeah, see, I used these websites you've never heard of, and I found that you could get the computer for like $100 cheaper. It's like, what was it, like the cost of parts that I had paid were like $800, and he was showing that the whole computer could be bought for like $850, but I was charging... Okay, it wasn't like... Was it that? Whatever. I was charging like an extra $200 because I was thinking that someone was going to try to haggle me down. And if I sold it just for the cost of part, like what I'd paid for it, that would be fine because I was building it for fun. And this guy's like, oh yeah, see? It's like, I could just make this computer for like such and such cost. It's like, okay, one, like 6 of those parts that you have like linked to are out of stock, so no, you literally can't. 2, one of the parts you linked to, the case, that's not the right case. You're showing like just the basic plain like white version. This is the pink version that has a wireless phone charger built into it. The one that you're showing is $100 cheaper, and it's also out of stock anyway. So no, it's not the exact same computer. You're showing a decidedly inferior computer that happens to be cheaper and trying to, what, just No, you're not trying to haggle me at the price. Like, the price that you listed is, like, what I paid and I'd be willing to sell it at. No, you're just trying to get mad at me for trying to sell a computer on Marketplace. It is a nice and cute little computer that's currently not in use. Building a small form factor computer was a lot of fun, I gotta say. The motherboard was so tiny. I think I had, yeah, the graphics card I have in this computer now, I wound up putting in that computer because that was the computer I was using. And this graphics card is so big, I didn't need like a mount or anything to rest it on. It rested on the bottom of the case. I think that was the computer that was having major issues with the storage thing. Where like storage would be going at 100% even while the computer was idling. So I'd have to replace the M2 drive, but to do that I'd have to take out and then put back in the CPU fan because the M2 is under the CPU fan, partially. And to do that, I need thermal paste, and by the time I got thermal paste, I just decided to move all the good stuff to a different case altogether. So it didn't wind up mattering. Do 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 do. And of course I have that little handheld computer that I currently use as part of my standing desk. That thing is cute. It's cute, nice, and fun. Oh, right, Azura, I've been meaning to ask you something, actually. Kind of out of the blue. And I feel like I already know the answer to this, but I feel like I might as well just ask it anyway. Since we just finished watching through Korra, and we don't really have any other shows necessarily to just put on, just to basically idly listen to while we Minecraft and stuff. How about the next one we go through could be RE0?
Yeah, we can do that.
Cool. Because I've been meaning to actually finish that show. I've told you, I don't think I've told the audience. I'm like halfway through season 2. And it just got so bleak. We have a monster talk.
I see. Huh?
Oh, is Raven going to help us find like a bridge? A bridge between the worlds? So many like awesome games these days. I should really play them more. Echoes of Wisdom, Asta Libra, Indivisible.
Claire, I've got a question for you.
What?
So, if the memory standard, as listed for my motherboard, like is a particular, like it's 2133 DDR4 2133. Does that mean that's the only kind I should be putting into the computer?
I believe so, yeah, and I'm pretty darn sure 2133 is like old and bad. Bad by today's standards.
Yes, well,
DDR4 is like what I use. It's
yeah, DDR4 2133.
but I think I use like 3600.
So I shouldn't use like a DDR4 with a higher number.
I don't think so, no. It's still worth like searching up and asking someone, maybe asking someone who actually knows this kind of stuff. But yeah, if your motherboard's like a 2133 rated, you shouldn't be using like 3200 or 3600. And like, they're on like, I know they're on like DDR5 now. At least on DDR5. But that's still pretty expensive.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see here what it is. I see now. Okay, basically, right, because what that is that's the megahertz. 2133 megahertz, and I can run a RAM with a higher number. It'll just run at 2133. So,
Okay.
So there's not necessarily a need to limit myself to that if one that's normally a higher speed is cheaper.
Yeah, if it's on like sale or something.
Yeah. Huh.
And I still remember building my computer for the, like, way back in the day, first building it, and everyone was telling me, it's like, no, 16 gigabytes is all you'll ever need. You can do all of your gaming, blah, blah, blah. It's like, the jump between 16 and 32, like, sure, generally speaking, you're not going to need 32, but it was really nice. Have the Minecraft run.
I mean, here's the thing. They're always, no matter at what point in time you are, they're always going to, say, oh, yeah, you don't... I mean, they're just whatever is standard at the time. Everyone's always going to say, oh, that's the most you need. Remember, when home computers first started being a thing, they had 32 kilobytes of RAM.
Yeah. No, this was like 4 years
which was
ago.
The same amount of RAM that they put on the computer that was on like the rocket that went to the moon. It was enough to go to the moon. It was enough for you. I have a feeling that might have actually been an actual like advertising slogan.
Yeah, the average like smartphone these days has like what, millions of times? No, thousands? No, millions of times, yeah. Gigabytes. Millions of times more processing power than the computers that they used to go to the moon. And then I see like, oh yeah, they took a picture of a black hole and it used like a couple petabytes of data. And it's like, Like, I still remember when I first got a computer that had like a terabyte of storage. And it's like, and that felt like endless.
And then looking at my computer, I currently have like 3 separate drives attached, each at least 1 terabyte, and most of them are filled.
I have 3 drives on this computer as well.
I'm constantly having to uninstall games if I want to install new ones.
I have my boot drive, an M2, that's like a terabyte. I have an SSD that... I don't know, whatever. That's like a 4 terabyte drive, and I just have like an actual hard drive that's like 8 terabytes. That's where I put all like my recordings on, and that's where I save most of my Steam games too. Because for the most part, I don't need like super fast load times for something like Rune Factory 3.
You know what I might do tomorrow?
Oh?
I think I'm just going to straight up go and buy some new RAM.
Cool.
It looks like at Memory Express near me, I can get 32 gigabytes in 2 16 gigabyte cards. At 32, 100 megahertz, not the 2133, but it's obviously fine.
Well, 3200
$70.
asterisk. $70. Nice. For 32 gigs of RAM, you say?
Yes.
Yeah, that's nice.
Let's see. And apparently
Like, that would be a
has-
sale for, like, 16 gigs.
That is my final request.
I want to check the reviews on this because it's showing a 3-star rating.
We're here talking about computers. Raven says, never speak to me again. Request completed! You got nothing!
Yeah.
Oh, literally only one review on this website.
Morning.
But this is also
Morning.
based on what's available
What?
in stores, supposedly, so. And, like, the next most expensive, like, there's stuff that's, like, you know what? I think I'm willing to pay up to $100 plus tax. So I'll go in and tell them what I'm looking for, and just tell them I'm prepared to buy the bottom line of what they've got.
Yeah, just, yeah.
Although, okay, I've got to check this one, because this is a 5-star with reviews, and wow, 5-star review by Brad from Winnipeg. 5 stars. Works. Comments? Works like it should. I mean, that's good. That is good news. That is what you want.
Speaking of computer stuff, I told you the story about my hard drive, right?
Which story?
When I first got this 8TB hard drive, because it was on sale, 8TB hard drive for like $200. And I didn't have a big hard drive at that point. So I was all like, yes, awesome, cool, I'll take it. I finally get it in the mail. I plug it in, turn on my computer. It's not detected. My computer can't see the drive at all, period. Go into, you know, diagnostics, whatever. Nothing. Like, it sees that it's there, but it can't do anything about it. So I go onto the website that I bought it from, and I go to the, help desk thing. I talk to the person there, and I say, like, look, I just bought such and such thing, plugged it in, it's not working. Now, it's possible that I'm doing, and I even said that, it's like, I could be doing something stupid and that's why it's not working. So is there any, like, obvious thing that I should know about when plugging in a new hard drive? You know how, like, the number one troubleshooting tech is turn it off and on again? I figured there was something like that for the hard drive. The computer was off when I first plugged it in, I will say that. And then the person at the help desk just immediately says, now you can just mail it back to us and we'll ship you out a new one. It's like, oh. And I asked the same time, so are you sure there's not something, like, obvious that I should be doing properly? It's like, no, just send it back in. We'll get you a new one and we'll cover the postage. It's like, okay, yeah, sure, fine. You know, box it back up, send it in, get back a new one. I didn't have to pay for any of this stuff. I get the new hard drive, 8TB again, plug it in, turn on my computer, exact same thing. Go onto the help desk and say, it's like, hey, look, I had this issue before, having it again. It's like, is there something obvious that I'm, like, missing for this? Because it's weird that it happened twice in a row that it's just not working. Oh, well, you can send this one in for, like, a new one as well. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna, like, pause on that offer. I'm gonna try some troubleshooting of my own, I guess. And if it still fails, I'll let you know about this. Because, like, at this point, something weird is going on, and I just kind of want a refund. If the whole idea of a hard drive is borked anyway. I don't remember how long it took me to get the answer and to get it fixed and working perfectly. Do you want to know what the answer was?
What?
So apparently, my motherboard, you know the little like L-shaped slot that you plug like the drives into?
Sure.
Apparently, I plugged it into an SSD drive, not the hard drive slot right next to it. They're not labeled SSD hard drive.
Okay.
And it looks exactly the same, except this one's like two vertical on top of each other instead of two side by side. So I basically unplugged it, plugged it into the slot next to it, worked completely fine. Yeah, that was it.
Oh.
Like, that seems like something kind of obvious that a person might not get immediately. That could be like, oh, try plugging it into a different port in your motherboard. See if that works. But no, just immediately go for the refund. Not the refund. Go for a return. Or replace, whatever. Instead of the help desk actually, you know, trying to save the company money. And every once in a while, I see stuff on like techie shows about it's like, oh yeah, this is so-and-so's like new computer. They have all their stuff like backed up, so if they ever lose their data, they don't actually lose anything. It's like, I have none of my stuff backed up. If my drive goes, like, if my hard drive completely dies, I lose like all of my recordings. That actually happened to one game that I had. I had it all saved into a specific folder, and the folder got corrupted or something, and I lost just all of the episodes. I feel like I had a ton of episodes, too. That's like 60 episodes or something of a game. Just lost. Gone. Period. Couldn't get it back. No file recovery could fix them. Just gone forever. So now I'm at least trying to be more so the point of I do my recording and then I upload it onto YouTube. So even if my hard drive dies, YouTube should still have the video and set to, because you can set it videos to upload on YouTube like basically at any point in the future. So, which is an absolutely lovely feature, and one that I have absolutely made use of whenever I have to, actually, well, basically every time I upload. But I remember that there were a few times where I was literally like a month ahead on uploads. Which was a really nice feeling to get into, just like when I had my surgery, and I was all like, hey, I don't think I'm gonna want to record afterwards. Record like an entire month's worth of stuff. And just have it set to auto-upload. And that worked lovely. A part of me is still thinking that maybe I should have been recording our Minecrafting stuff and like just get it, like edit it down to only like the exciting things. Like, hey, let's go to the Twilight Forest. Have one episode where we do all of our Twilight Forest stuff. Hey, let's go to Autumn. And, you know, an episode in Autumn, whatever. But like most of that stuff is, oh hey, I'm going to make such and such thing for this quest. Here, let's spend about 2 hours getting the stuff for this other material to make, so we can make this thing for this quest. Okay, now we have to spend another 2 hours making more stuff, for like, to make 5 more of this thing for the next step of the quest. It's so ridiculous. Automate, automate, automate. How many chapters are we away from Project E again?
Several. I don't know. I won't be able to know until I log in.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to if we're still going to do Sims.
Yeah.
I've If I recall correctly, I think it's chapter 28.
Totally like I remember in the last mod pack that we were doing, one that I actually was recording. Once we got Project E, everything was basically just done. We only really needed the stuff like the first time. And then we just set up a nice big Project E farm. That even though I AFK'd in there for, I think, weeks, we still didn't get enough stuff to come close to finishing your Dyson Sphere.
Ouch!
Eek. Come on. Come on, Birdie. I do like the little things that we get to do in the Minecraft, though, that even though they're not progression, they're still nice. Like the little mini-me's. They don't do anything but remove flowers and torches. But they are nice.
I'm just waiting for it to turn out that there actually is a quest for them, like, way later down the line, and that we weren't supposed to use any links yet.
Yeah, I'm just picturing, like, get, like, big old hamster wheels, basically, and just have the mini-me's just making electricity or something.
Oh, God.
Yeah, a big part of the whole mod pack that I've been finding is that they don't want you to just make something from out of nothing. So the more somethings that you can make from nothing, the better. Like, I think at some point I am going to make a bunch more of those mining drill things that we have. Because we have, like, 2, and that works decently well. But imagine if I make, like, 10 more. And then we just have, you know...
Everything going dark.
Alright, maybe I should take that as a sign.
Good evening. Good evening.
Alright, any... Alright, perfection! Yeah. It is weird that in the configs they just have it set to default that you can't have your spawners making iron golems.
I mean, that is because iron golems, normally you're supposed to get them, you know, like, using materials.
Well, normally you're supposed to get them by villagers making them, but it also seems like villagers don't make them anymore. Because, yeah. Like, heck, in vanilla, villager town will just produce iron golems. That's how a vanilla iron farm works. Just have a whole bunch of mini villagers populated by villagers and have them just swarming the fields. But it's like, you could have other stuff in there. Supposedly you could have villagers coming out of spawners. That's not supposed to happen. You could, if you wanted, just have zombie spawners, because zombies have a small chance of dropping iron anyway. Just make a whole ton of zombie spawners, and eventually you'll get some iron. Snow golems are supposed to be built by the player, but you could probably put those in a spawner. And you could have iron golems in a soul vial, so you could probably put them into a broken spawner. And then just turn that into like a powered spawner or whatever, and spawn iron golems that way. I will admit, I was very tempted to make the iron golem spawner and put it like right next to our smeltery, like deep underground, so the iron golems would just basically spawn inside the smeltery and just die and just give us extra iron. But considering
also flowers, right?
they also make flowers too, but also in having extra iron in the smeltery would actually be a bad thing.
Yes.
So I made sure to put it definitely far enough away that they won't spawn in the smeltery. Although I was then tempted to make another, much smaller smeltery to cook them alive in anyway, but I think we've got like 10...
I was about to say that.
Yeah, because I told you that last night. But considering that we got like 10,000 iron ingots overnight, I think we're good.
Oh. Yeah, that's a good sign.
Yeah. Of course, now we'll be getting them slightly slower because have iron ingots being pulled out for the dark steel ingot farm, but no, well. We still have like over 9,000 iron ingots in storage. I hope we'll be fine. Next up, I guess, more mining drills. Well, next up here is Sims. But I think the next step might be to go to the bathroom. Who knows? Anyway, the real next step is to end this episode. Like this!